So how typically for bison ranches, say they have this pasture, would they just let them roam for essentially until they harvest them, or how is that typically compared to you doing rotational grazing?
Yes. That I mean, a lot of people think you should be able to keep as many bison as you do cows to the acre, and don't ask me that because I can't quote what that is. But I don't believe that's true with the bison, because they're accustomed to moving. But what we saw before we started the rotation is they'll rotate. They'll start all the way down at the north end of the pasture, and then by noon they're on the far south end. But they just they pick what they want. They cherry pick along the way, and then there's a whole area that they never touch, that they never trample on. We're not getting the full benefit of the rotational grazing. And then now what we'll do, like I said, so we've got this sectioned off, probably about 40 or 50 acres, but what we really want to do is start moving them on about 10 to 15 acres in less time. So with this water tank there, we can run the electric fence, like right here. We could go straight down, keep them here a couple of days, and then we can move the fence a little bit more. And then it's called back grazing. You don't necessarily move the back fence up, but they don't go back because they've already eaten what they wanted to in the back. But that's how we will benefit from the natural instinct of the animal to trample, to get the native seed in the ground and move it. And then with the chickens coming in behind them, cleaning up the manure, scraping. And that's one of the things with the apple cider vinegar. You can tell a difference in the consistency of the manure. Something with the pH, the dung beetles, the microbes dissolve it. It's interesting.
And then you said for the 10 to 15 acres, is there any worries that with that they'd just get out from compared to having this much open land?
Well, that's where we need to pay attention and make sure that they haven't overgrazed it and that they have plenty of water, and then open it up. So we started larger, rotating them, and then we'll go in smaller.
What makes a bison happy?
Food, water, and sex.
That's just like us, for real.
You look forward to coming out, feeding them, socialize with them, mini sunset with them, and then in April, with all of the floods, came a flooding of this pasture behind us here. And we spent a lot of time in the orchard, as we will see eventually, and we lost sight of what was going on with the bison. We thought they were having a good time rolling around in all the water, and then within 2 months they started getting sick, and 2 died like back to back, and we contacted Texas A&M and sent 2, actually by the end of the week, 2 more had died. And so we were able to send off to the parasitology lab and also the bacterial and viral lab. And they did cultures, and everything came back to a parasite that literally sucks the blood out of the animal. And we had not worked them through the chutes this spring because of it was hot, and calving, I don't know if it was because of the rains or whatever, but calving season hit early, and it's deadly to work the bison through in certain conditions. So we opted not to do that. Now this year we will work earlier in the fall so that we can work earlier in like March or before this happens. But also our goal is to get more natural parasitic treatments, so that ideally that spring treatment won't be necessary. And we'll know that by doing some fecal samples and just seeing where they are. And also the other prevention is we're now completely set up for the rotational grazing. So they won't be spending any more than 2 to 3 weeks on a pasture. And the parasites, they don't last. I forget exactly what their cycle day is, but we have the opportunity to rotate to 6 different pastures right now. So by the time they make it back, after 2 to 3 weeks, the parasites should take care of themselves.